actually enjoy and love what you're doing. Maybe most of you don't need it because most of us enjoy doing young living business. But it still helps a lot to light that passion when sometimes it falls. Fulfill your destiny. We're destined to do something, and we don't do it, we go to the wrong path. And that path does not give us growth, on the contrary. And after we do all this, we are ready to be actually free. So Freedom Oil can help you free your mind for anything that is blocking your way, so you can open your wings and fly as far as you can. That is as simple as you can use an oil for whatever is stopping you. So we also, thank you, we also use these oils. They are not conventional oils, but we do get demotivated. Like the time we told you about the retreat, the platinum retreat, or whenever people say 10,000 times no, or whenever somebody tells us, I'm not gonna do the business anymore. We do get that, same as you do. Everything you get, we do, but like 50,000 times more often. So, another oil that helped me was transformation. You are gonna go through a great transformation in the journey of your life. And the more you rank up, you can only rank up if you did the transformation required to become a better person. If you are stagnant, ask yourself, what lesson have I not learned? What am I doing wrong? What am I not learning here that is keeping me in the same place, and I will be here until I learn that lesson, and it's usually a personal development lesson. Highest potential will open up all your gifts so you can serve the world better. But my favorite oil for the business is humility. This oil will keep you grounded. You won't lose, I don't know if that is good in English. We say in Spanish, we lose the ground because we get dizzy if you step a little up. Humility will keep you connected to God and will remind you every time that we are here to serve others and not to be served. So we're here for you. That's why we're sharing everything with you guys. Woo!
We often think that we have a purpose, but trying to find that perfect purpose is one of the hardest things in life. But the ultimate purpose every one of us have is to serve. We came to earth to serve others. And if you try to serve others while you do your young living business, I can guarantee you will succeed. And above that, you will feel fulfilled yourself. But you know what? That's not easy. Nobody said that was easy. And sometimes it is because of excuses. If I had $1 for every excuse I have come up with since I was born, I will be richer than Bill Gates. Excuses stop you from achieving and performing and executing and doing the things you need to do. And I'm going to tell you this story. Since I was a kid, I always dreamed on driving a Formula One race car. I would play with my toys, and I could feel that I was actually inside that little car. And my childhood, even though it was not as hard or heartbreaking as so many others, we were struggling. And at some point, we didn't have a car. And I had to ride to school, which was very hard, in bicycle, even on storm days. And last April, John Levy tells us that in Diamond Retreat, we're going to have these different activities. And one of the activities was racing in a Formula One car. So just imagine if that was my dream, how I wanted to do it. And I got these three computers getting ready, so when they open the sign-ups, I will be the first ones. Guess what? A glitch, and by the time I got into the system, there were not spots left. So I was kind of heartbroken, but I said, you know what? No excuses. So I tried to find a way, because remember, when there is a will, there is a way. So I tried to figure out a way, and finally they told me at corporate that they will give me a place. But remember that Franciela told you that I had a condition. 6 years ago, the doctor told me that my destiny was going to be in a wheelchair in less than 6 years. It's been 7 years now. But it's very hard, it's very painful. Actually, I have all my cervical vertebrae fused together. As you can see, I cannot turn. Don't think I'm a robot, right? I'm a human, but I cannot turn.
This one.
So, when I finally got to the day of the race, I was so eager to get into the car. And when my name came up, it's like a shift in my mind. And now, instead of being eager, I started to sweat. And I started to feel a pound in my heart, because I was thinking that any mistake on the car, any accident, would break my neck and will get me to a wheelchair that I was trying to avoid. Or even worse, I could end up dead. But anyway, I said, you know what? This is my dream. All the things that have happened all these years led me exactly to this moment, because this is what I wanted. So I got into the car with a lot of trouble, actually. As you can see here, I was not even able to put my head straight to look at the front. But I decided to do it. But I thought to myself, I can drive 30 miles an hour, nothing will happen, right? But as soon as I got into the car, my heart still trying to get out of my chest, I started driving at 30 miles an hour. But suddenly I said, come on, you're not here for 30 miles an hour. This is not satisfying. This is not really fulfilling. This is not what you want. So you know what I did? I stepped out and I went full throttle. And it was amazing. In less than 1 second, I was from 30 miles an hour to 270 miles an hour. I could feel the wind on my face, the vibration of the car, but I didn't notice there was a curve going on. So at some moment, I said, oh my God, this is gonna happen, I'm gonna crash. So I managed to brake on time and not going out of the road. And then I saw an insignia car letting me know which way was the better to get into the track, right? So here is one lesson I learned. If you have an upline, if you have that blessing of having an upline, follow their steps. They already did what you want to accomplish. So be humble enough, use humility oil, and be coachable. Be coachable. I think that is one of the greatest things that you can do. Because remember, all the actions that you take are going to be the face of your business. And if that face is being coachable, all your downlines are going to turn coachable too. So that is amazing. So by the time I got out of the car on the second loop on 270 miles an hour, I can tell you what it feels to go full throttle and be, and to be willing to pay the price to achieve what you want to do. And that is what I want for you, to have no excuses and go full throttle.
When she came out of the car, his face, he was trembling, as every other diamond who got out of the car. They were all so excited, so I thought, oh, he's just another man who wants the Formula One, right? But then he pulls me aside and he told me, Franciela, 6 years ago, the doctor said I would be in a wheelchair. And here I am, getting off a Formula One car. Please, don't make up excuses. Every time you hear yourself say the word but, oh yes, but she has people skills. Oh yes, but, oh, they know about the oils. Oh yes, but whatever, that is your excuse. Why aren't you becoming that person? Or better yet, why don't you get your team members play like an actual team and do everyone who's better, do what they are better at. Okay. So you can actually work as a team and everybody puts their talents and do synergy together. So this is the face of our business. We want to do this business as a family, and we have taken so many risks and so many difficult decisions. For example, one day we realized I was traveling too much, and I was not willing to miss my daughter's best moments. She was 6 or 7. So then we had to decide, we either keep growing our business and keep traveling, or we stop and break and put a stop to it and go slower. But we were not willing to give up any of those options. So we thought out of the box. We started homeschooling, which is not popular in Mexico. It's not actually a thing in Mexico. And we decided to travel together. So make sure you have your priorities clear. You have to know what is that you are not willing to give up for this business. And once you know that, like your Maslow said yesterday, then you can plan your strategy of growth. You can focus, you can listen, you can execute, but most of all, you can have God as your partner. So what is the face of your business? Whatever you decide.
Just remember one last thing. All of you were designed by God for a higher purpose that is within you. Go full throttle, man!
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.